Picture this. It's 3:47 a.m. Your eyes suddenly open. The house is silent. The world is still. And most people would think you're just experiencing a random sleep disruption. But what if I told you that this isn't random at all? What if your body is actually trying to tell you something incredibly important? What if these early morning wake-ups are actually your gateway to transforming your entire reality? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 powerful practices that you can do during these sacred hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And here's the thing. The third practice connects to something so profound, something called quantum mind entanglement, that it will literally change how you understand your connection to the universe itself. So make sure you watch till the end, because what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I'm not a morning person, or I need my sleep. I get it. I used to feel exactly the same way. But here's what changed everything for me, and what's going to change everything for you. These aren't just random hours. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., your brain is in a unique theta wave state. This is when the veil between your conscious and subconscious mind is thinnest. It's like having a direct hotline to your deeper self, to the quantum field that surrounds us all. Think about it this way. While everyone else is unconscious, you're being given this incredible opportunity to consciously create your reality. You're being handed the keys to transformation on a silver platter. And most people, they roll over and go back to sleep, completely missing this golden window. But not you. You're here because you're ready for something different. You're ready to step into your power and create the life you've always dreamed of. So let's dive into these 3 life-changing practices. The first practice, sacred visualization, meditation. The first thing you need to do when you wake up during these hours is meditate. But this isn't your typical meditation. This is what I call sacred visualization meditation, and it's going to rewire your brain at the deepest level. Here's exactly how to do it. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Feel your body relaxing with each exhale. Now, bring your attention to your heart center. Imagine a warm golden light beginning to glow there. This isn't just visualization. This light represents your authentic power, your connection to infinite possibility. As you focus on this heart light, think about how you want your entire day to unfold. But here's the key. Don't just think about events. Feel the emotions you want to experience. Confidence, joy, love, abundance, peace, whatever it is. Really feel those emotions flooding through your body like warm honey. Now, while holding on to those feelings, start to visualize your ideal future. See yourself living the life you've always dreamed of. Maybe you're standing confidently in front of a room full of people, sharing your gifts with the world. Maybe you're in perfect health, feeling strong and vibrant. Maybe you're surrounded by loving relationships, feeling completely fulfilled. Make this vision as vivid as possible. What do you see? What sounds surround you? How does your body feel in this moment? The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the more you're programming your subconscious mind for success. Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. And he was absolutely right. During these early morning hours, your imagination becomes a powerful tool for creation. You're literally sending signals to the quantum field, attracting experiences that match your new energetic frequency. Hold this vision for at least 10 to 15 minutes. The longer you can maintain it, the deeper you're imprinting it on your subconscious mind. You're creating new neural pathways, literally rewiring your brain to recognize and attract opportunities that align with your desires. This practice is backed by neuroscience. Dr. Joe Dispenza's research shows that when we combine elevated emotions with clear intention, we are literally signaling new genes in new ways. We're becoming the person we want to be before our external reality changes. In the comments, drop one word that captures the energy you're choosing to carry forward today. Maybe it's abundance, maybe it's love, maybe it's power, maybe it's something uniquely yours. Let that word be a small but profound declaration, a signal you're sending not just in the space but into the quantum field itself. The second practice, energy activation movement. The second practice is what I call energy activation movement. This isn't about an intense workout. This is about gentle, mindful movement that awakens your life force energy and gets it flowing throughout your entire system. Start by standing up and feeling your feet connected to the earth. Imagine roots growing from your feet, anchoring you to the planet's energy. Take a deep breath and slowly reach your arms up toward the sky, feeling your spine lengthening like a tree reaching for the Sunday. Now begin to move intuitively. This might be gentle swaying, arm circles, twisting from side to side, or simple stretches. The key is to move with complete awareness, feeling every sensation in your body. As you move, imagine your 7 energy centers, your chakras, beginning to spin and glow. Start at the base of your spine with that deep red root chakra. Feel it spinning, grounding you, making you feel safe and supported. Move up to your sacral chakra, that beautiful orange energy of creativity and passion. Feel your solar plexus chakra, that golden yellow center of personal power, beginning to radiate confidence. When you reach your heart chakra, pause for a moment. Place your hands over your heart and feel that green healing energy expanding. Send love to yourself, to your family, to everyone in the world who needs it right now. This is where transformation really begins, in the heart. Continue moving as the energy rises to your throat chakra, that blue center of authentic expression. Feel your third eye chakra, that indigo center of intuition and inner knowing, beginning to open. Finally, feel your crown chakra, that violet connection to infinite consciousness, opening like a 1,000-petal lotus. This movement practice does something incredible. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for healing and regeneration. It releases endorphins, those natural mood elevators that make you feel amazing. But most importantly, it helps you embody your intentions. You're not just thinking about change, you're feeling it in every cell of your body. Ancient Chinese philosophy teaches us about qi, the life force energy that flows through all things. When this energy is flowing freely, we experience health, vitality, and connection. When it's blocked, we feel stuck, tired, and disconnected. This morning movement practice ensures your energy is flowing optimally for the entire day. The third practice, quantum learning integration. Now, here's where things get really exciting. The third practice is quantum learning integration, and this is where we tap into something extraordinary called quantum mind entanglement. During these early morning hours, when your brain is in that special theta state, you have enhanced ability to absorb and integrate new information. But we're not talking about passive consumption. We're talking about active, conscious learning that literally expands your reality. Choose something that genuinely excites you to learn about. It could be quantum physics, neuroscience, ancient wisdom, personal development, or anything that sparks your curiosity. The key is that it should stretch your mind and challenge your current understanding of what's possible. As you're learning, here's what's happening at the quantum level. Every new piece of information you absorb creates new neural connections in your brain, but it's deeper than that. According to quantum physics, consciousness isn't produced by the brain. Consciousness is fundamental to the universe itself. Your brain is more like a receiver, tuning into different frequencies of consciousness. When you learn something new during these sacred hours, you're not just storing information, you're actually entangling your consciousness with new possibilities. You're expanding your awareness to include realities that weren't accessible to you before. Think about it this way. Before Einstein understood relativity, those laws still existed in the universe. But by expanding his consciousness to include them, he literally changed what was possible for all of humanity. When you learn something new, especially during these powerful morning hours, you're doing something similar on a personal level. Here's a technique to supercharge your learning. After you've studied for 20 to 30 minutes, close your eyes and imagine yourself teaching this new knowledge to someone else. Explain it in your own words as if you're helping a friend understand it. This process, called the Feynman technique, not only solidifies your understanding but also creates new pathways for applying this knowledge in your life. But here's where quantum mind entanglement comes in, and this is what we're going to explore much deeper in our next video. When you learn during these early morning hours, your consciousness becomes entangled with the consciousness of everyone who has ever explored these same ideas. You're tapping into what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious, a field of shared knowledge and wisdom. Nikola Tesla understood this when he said, "My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration." During these morning learning sessions, you're tuning into that core, accessing insights and understanding that seem to come from beyond your individual mind. But before we move forward, I want to invite you into something real. If you've been feeling like something's making sense, if a part of you is realizing your own power, tap like if you just had an aha moment, because like attracts like, and subscribe. Stay with the space, grow with us. Also join our manifestation club on gogetter.aus, get inspired by reading manifestation stories, and share your story to inspire others. The science behind these sacred hours. Now, let me share with you why these specific hours are so powerful. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., several incredible things are happening in your body and mind. First, your pineal gland, often called the seat of the soul, is producing optimal levels of melatonin and DMT. DMT is often called the spirit molecule because it's associated with profound spiritual experiences and expanded consciousness. Your brain is literally in an altered state that's more receptive to transformation. Second, your cortisol levels are at their lowest point. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and when it's low, your nervous system is calm and receptive. This is why insights and inspiration come so easily during these hours. Third, the electromagnetic field of the earth, known as the Schumann resonance, is most stable during these pre-dawn hours. This creates an optimal environment for your own electromagnetic field, your aura, to recalibrate and align with higher frequencies. But here's what's really fascinating. In traditional Chinese medicine, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is considered the time of the lungs and large intestine. This is when your body is naturally releasing what no longer serves you and taking in fresh energy. It's the perfect time for psychological and spiritual release and renewal as well. Real life transformation stories. Let me share with you some incredible examples of people who have understood the power of these early morning hours. Apple CEO Tim Cook wakes up at 3:45 a.m. every day. He uses this time for reflection, reading, and setting intentions for his day. He said that these quiet morning hours are when he does his most important thinking and planning. Oprah Winfrey has spoken about her early morning meditation practice, often beginning around 4 a.m. She credits these sacred morning hours with keeping her centered and connected to her purpose, even during the most challenging times in her career. But it's not just famous people. I've worked with thousands of individuals who have transformed their lives by embracing these early morning wake-ups. Sarah, a single mother from Ohio, started doing these 3 practices when she naturally began waking at 3:30 a.m. Within 6 months, she had started her own successful business and doubled her income. Michael, a teacher from California, used these morning hours to write his first novel, which became a bestseller within a year. These aren't coincidences. When you align your energy, move your body mindfully, and expand your consciousness during these powerful hours, you literally become a magnet for opportunities and synchronicities. The quantum field connection. Here's something that will shift your entire perspective. Quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is connected through an invisible field of energy and information. This field responds to consciousness. When you meditate, move, and learn during these early morning hours, you're sending powerful signals into this field. Dr. Lynn McTaggart, in her groundbreaking book The Field, explains how thoughts and intentions can influence reality at the quantum level. During these early morning hours, when the electromagnetic environment is most stable and your consciousness is most receptive, your ability to influence this field is dramatically enhanced. Think about it this way. Every thought you think creates a ripple in the quantum field. Every emotion you feel sends out an energetic signature. Every intention you set is like planting a seed in the field of infinite possibility. During these sacred morning hours, these ripples, signatures, and seeds are amplified exponentially. This is why ancient wisdom traditions from around the world have always emphasized the importance of early morning spiritual practices. The Hindu concept of Brahma Muhurta, the Islamic practice of Fajr prayer, the Christian tradition of morning contemplation, they all recognize that these early hours hold special power for connecting with the divine and transforming consciousness. In the comments, share what's one thing you truly want to manifest and why it's important to you. Drop it below. I'm reading every single comment, and your words matter because they are signals you're sending into the quantum field, overcoming resistance and building consistency. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds amazing, but how do I actually make this a consistent practice? How do I overcome the resistance to getting up when I'd rather go back to sleep? Here's the truth. Resistance is normal. Your brain is wired to conserve energy and stick to familiar patterns. When you try to create a new habit, especially one that requires you to override your immediate comfort, your brain will resist. But here's a secret that will change everything. Instead of fighting the resistance, embrace it. Thank your brain for trying to protect you, and then gently redirect your focus to your deeper why. Why do you want to transform your life? What would be possible if you consistently showed up for yourself during these powerful hours? Start small. Don't try to do all three practices for an hour on your first day. Begin with just 10 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of movement, and 10 minutes of learning. As your body and mind adjust, you can gradually extend the time. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Even if you only do these practices 3 or 4 times a week initially, you'll start to notice changes. Your energy will shift, your clarity will improve, opportunities will begin to appear in your life. And here's something beautiful that happens. As you continue this practice, you'll start to naturally wake up during these hours. Your body will begin to crave this time of peace and growth. What initially felt like a challenge will become one of your favorite parts of the day. The ripple effect in your life. When you consistently practice these 3 things during your early morning wake-ups, the transformation extends far beyond those sacred hours. You'll notice changes in every area of your life. Your relationships will improve because you're starting each day from a place of alignment and inner peace. You'll be more patient, more present, more loving with the people around you. Your work performance will enhance dramatically. When you begin your day by connecting with your purpose, energizing your body, and expanding your mind, you show up differently. You're more creative, more focused, more inspired. Your health will improve naturally. The stress reduction from meditation, the gentle movement, and the mental stimulation from learning all contribute to better physical well-being. You might find yourself making healthier food choices, sleeping better, and having more energy throughout the day. But perhaps most importantly, you'll develop an unshakable sense of inner confidence. When you consistently show up for yourself, when you honor your commitment to growth and transformation, you prove to yourself that you're someone who follows through. This inner knowing becomes the foundation for achieving anything you set your mind to. Ancient wisdom meets modern science. What's incredible is how ancient wisdom traditions perfectly align with what modern science is now proving about consciousness and reality. The ancient Vedic texts speak of the Amrit Vela, the ambrosial hours before dawn when the veil between dimensions is thinnest. Modern neuroscience confirms that these are indeed the hours when our brains are most receptive to transformation and insight. Egyptian mystery schools taught that the pre-dawn hours were sacred for communicating with the divine. Quantum physics now suggests that consciousness may indeed be fundamental to the universe, and that we can influence reality through focused intention. Greek philosophers like Aristotle wrote about the importance of morning contemplation for developing wisdom and virtue. Today's research on neuroplasticity shows that consistent morning practices literally rewire the brain for positive change. It's as if ancient mystics and modern scientists are speaking the same language, just using different words to describe the incredible power that's available to us during these sacred morning hours. Your transformation begins now. So here's what I want you to do. The next time you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., don't see it as an inconvenience. See it as an invitation to step into your power, to connect with your deepest self, to align with the quantum field of infinite possibility. Try these 3 practices. Meditate and visualize your ideal future. Move your body mindfully and activate your energy centers. Learn something new and expand your consciousness. Do this consistently and watch how your entire reality begins to shift. Remember, every great transformation begins with a single decision. Your decision to honor these early morning wake-ups instead of rolling over and going back to sleep could be the turning point that changes everything. You have within you unlimited potential. You have access to the same quantum field that connects all of consciousness. You have the power to create the life of your dreams. These early morning practices are simply tools to help you access and direct that power. Make sure you share this video with your loved ones. You might be a blessing in disguise for them. Remember, you're not just sharing, you're spreading positive energy and hope to someone who might desperately need to hear this message today. But here's what's even more exciting. Everything I've shared with you today is just the beginning. There's something even more profound that happens when you consistently practice these morning rituals. It's called quantum mind entanglement, and it's the secret to accessing collective consciousness and infinite intelligence. When your individual consciousness becomes entangled with the quantum field of universal mind, something magical happens. You start receiving insights, ideas, and inspiration that seem to come from beyond your personal knowledge. You tap into the same source of wisdom that guided Einstein, Tesla, and other great minds throughout history. In our next video, I'm going to reveal exactly how this quantum mind entanglement works and show you 3 specific techniques to activate it in your own life. You'll discover how to access the collective unconscious, how to receive guidance from higher consciousness, and how to tap into the infinite intelligence that surrounds us all. This is where the real magic happens. This is where you go from simply improving your life to becoming a conscious co-creator of reality itself. If you thought today's practices were powerful, wait until you discover what's possible when you quantum entangle your mind with universal consciousness. The next video is already ready for you to watch. Click through now and discover the secrets of quantum mind entanglement. Your consciousness is about to expand in ways you never imagined possible. Remember, you woke up to this video for a reason. Your consciousness guided you here because you're ready for this transformation. You're ready to step into your power and create the extraordinary life that's waiting for you. The universe is conspiring in your favor. These early morning wake-ups aren't random. They're sacred invitations to transform your reality. Will you answer the call? Your transformation begins now. I'll see you in the next video where we explore the incredible world of quantum mind entanglement.